Have you ever wondered if one simple daily habit could quietly protect you from most of the illnesses we fear after 60? It might sound too good to be true. But more and more science is showing that the small things we do each day can shape our future far more than genetics or medication alone. If you're in your 60s or older, chances are you've been told countless things to avoid. Don't strain yourself. Don't forget your pills. But what if, instead, you were shown something to do each day, something gentle yet powerful that could support your memory? Cleanse your blood vessels, lower your cancer risk, and even lift your mood. This isn't about miracle cures or expensive treatments. It's about 6 ordinary habits that are often overlooked, yet when practiced consistently, they can activate deep healing within the body. Whether you're managing high blood pressure, facing brain fog, or just want to feel like yourself again, these small steps may be exactly what you need. So if you're feeling tired of watching your strength slowly fade, stay with me. Let's explore these habits together and see what's possible. And if this kind of content inspires you, consider liking this video and subscribing so you never miss out on ways to take better care of yourself. Number 1, morning hydration. Let's begin with something so simple, yet so overlooked: drinking water first thing in the morning. 1 full glass. That's it. And yet, this quiet habit may be one of the most powerful gifts you can give your body after the age of 60. Think about it. Your body goes 6 to 8 hours without any water while you sleep. That's a long time. And during those hours, you're breathing, sweating, and losing moisture without even realizing it. So when you wake up, your body is already in a mild state of dehydration. And what does that mean? It means slower digestion. It means your blood becomes thicker, putting more pressure on your heart. It means your brain doesn't get enough oxygen, which leads to that foggy, tired feeling in the morning. It even increases inflammation, something tied to so many chronic diseases, from memory loss to cancer. But here's the hopeful part. Starting your day with a glass or 2 of clean water helps thin the blood, support detox organs like your liver and kidneys, and gives your metabolism a gentle nudge to wake up. For older adults with stiff joints or low energy, this one habit can make mornings feel less like a struggle. Some people add a squeeze of lemon or a pinch of salt to balance electrolytes. That's helpful, but plain water works beautifully. What matters most is making it a non-negotiable part of your routine, not once a week. Every day. There's a man I once knew named Thomas, 82 years old. His doctor told him he was on the edge of high blood pressure. Instead of jumping to pills, he made 1 small change: water first thing every morning. 3 months later, his numbers were better, and he felt sharper, more awake. He'd joke, "I wasn't old, I was just dried out." It's often the simplest habits that we skip, and yet, they hold the greatest power. So before coffee, before breakfast, even before checking your phone, try reaching for water instead. Let your day begin with a quiet act of care for your body, your mind, and your future health. Number 2, daily brisk walking. The second habit is as simple as it is powerful: walking briskly every day. Not running, not powerlifting, not scaling stairs like a Navy SEAL, just walking with purpose. And yet, this one movement can support nearly every system in your body, especially after 60. You see, walking isn't just about stretching your legs. It's about getting your heart pumping, your lungs expanding, and your blood flowing freely. A brisk walk, just 15 to 30 minutes a day, can improve circulation, lower blood sugar, and ease the burden on your heart. Your muscles start pulling sugar from your blood, which helps reduce the risk of type 2 diabetes. And your brain, it comes alive with every step. Researchers have found that older adults who walk regularly experience growth in the hippocampus, the memory center of the brain. This means sharper recall, better focus, and less of that frustrating brain fog. But it doesn't stop there. Regular walking also helps regulate hormones and strengthen immune defenses. giving your body a better chance to detect and fight abnormal cells, reducing the risk of several types of cancer. But here's the key: it has to be intentional. Wandering through a store doesn't count. You should walk briskly enough to feel your breath quicken slightly, but still be able to hold a conversation. Outdoors is ideal, with the added benefits of sunlight and fresh air. But if that's not possible, even walking indoors can work just fine. Let me tell you about someone I met. Her name was Margaret, 76 years old. She started walking 5 minutes a day around her apartment complex after her doctor mentioned her cholesterol levels were climbing. Little by little, she built up to 20 minutes. Within weeks, she was sleeping better, smiling more, and even doing crossword puzzles again, something she had given up because of mental fatigue. She told me, "Walking cleared my mind more than I expected. It felt like getting myself back." Beyond the physical and mental benefits, walking gives you something many older adults feel they've lost control. It's something you choose, something you do for yourself. And that choice builds strength not just in your body, but in your spirit. So if this message resonates with you, let me know by commenting the number 2 below. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe and turn on the bell so you'll never miss more simple steps to stay strong, sharp, and independent as you age. Number 3, deep breathing and mindful stillness. The third habit might sound too gentle to matter, but don't let its simplicity fool you. Taking just a few minutes each day to breathe deeply and sit in quiet stillness can transform your health in ways that medication often cannot. Especially after 60, this practice becomes not only healing but essential. When you slow down your breath and draw it deep into your diaphragm, not just shallowly into your chest, you activate your parasympathetic nervous system. This is often called the rest and repair mode. It lowers your stress hormone levels, slows your heart rate, and reduces inflammation throughout the body. And inflammation, as we know, plays a major role in nearly every chronic illness, from arthritis to dementia. Many older adults live with a quiet kind of stress. It doesn't always show up on the outside, but it lingers in thoughts about finances, health concerns, family tension, or loneliness. Over time, this background stress wears down the immune system, tightens blood vessels, and clouds thinking. Deep breathing interrupts that cycle. It signals to your body you're safe, you can relax. Even just 5 to 10 minutes a day can make a difference. One helpful technique is the 4-4-4 method. Breathe in for 4 seconds, hold for 4 seconds, and breathe out for 4 seconds. This rhythmic breathing pattern soothes your nervous system and brings your focus inward. Now add mindfulness. Not fancy meditation or anything complicated. Simply pay attention to your thoughts without trying to fix or judge them. When combined with deep breathing, this mental quiet time becomes a kind of inner cleansing, like a shower for your mind. Let me tell you about a man named Leonard, who's 83. He'd struggled with tension and restless sleep for years. His daughter encouraged him to try deep breathing before breakfast. At first, he was skeptical, but within a few weeks, he started sleeping more soundly. His irritability lessened, and for the first time in years, he felt mentally clear enough to enjoy his favorite books again. The power of this practice isn't in doing it perfectly, it's in doing it consistently. Your breath, when guided with intention, activates the vagus nerve connecting your brain to vital organs like your heart, lungs, and digestive system. This improves heart rhythm, digestion, and even immune balance. Some might say, but sitting still isn't doing anything. On the contrary, it may be the most powerful thing you do today. When you create space for stillness, your body responds. It begins to repair, to restore, and to reset. And in that quiet moment, you reclaim a deep part of your health that's been waiting for your attention. Number 4, cold water exposure. The fourth habit may seem a little bold at first, but it's one of the most underestimated tools for restoring vitality after 60 cold water exposure. Not ice baths or polar plunges, just a simple, brief encounter with cool water. And yes, it works. When your body meets cold water, even for just a few seconds, something remarkable happens. Your blood vessels tighten and then expand, improving circulation. Your heart rate slows down. Your brain releases norepinephrine, a natural chemical that reduces inflammation, sharpens focus, and boosts your mood. In essence, cold water wakes up your entire system and gets it running more efficiently. Think about how different modern life is from the past. Our ancestors were constantly exposed to shifting temperatures. Their bodies adapted. But today, with central heating, cozy blankets, and steamy showers, we've become too comfortable. And that constant comfort, it dulls our body's ability to respond to stress. Cold water helps reawaken that resilience. Here's what science is showing: people who regularly expose themselves to brief cold, just a splash or a rinse, often have lower inflammation, stronger immunity, and even fewer symptoms of depression. And for older adults, that kind of low-impact, natural stimulation is gold. You don't need to do anything extreme. In fact, small and steady is the best approach. Try ending your warm shower with 15 seconds of cool water, or splash your face and forearms with cold water first thing in the morning. What matters most is not intensity, it's consistency. Let me share the story of James, a 78-year-old man who had struggled with stiff joints and sluggish mornings. At first, he scoffed when his granddaughter suggested trying cold water at the end of his shower. "I'm not a teenager chasing trends," he said, but after just 2 weeks of a quick cold rinse, he noticed something shifting. His knees didn't ache as much. His brain felt more alert. And strangely, he began to look forward to that jolt of clarity each morning. "It's like flipping on the switch," he told me. "I feel awake in my body and in my mind." Cold water isn't punishment, it's a gentle push. It reboots systems that may have gone quiet with age. It activates brown fat, a healthy kind of fat that burns energy and helps regulate blood sugar and body temperature. For seniors concerned about diabetes or weight gain, that's a welcome bonus. The goal isn't to be perfect or fearless, it's to be curious. Try it for a week. Just a short rinse, a cool splash, and notice how your energy shifts, how your circulation improves, how your mind feels clearer. If this message resonates with you, I'd love to hear from you. Please comment the number 4 below if you're going to give this a try. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe and turn on the bell so you won't miss more small, life-changing habits just like this one. Number 5. Deep breathing rituals. Most of us breathe without ever thinking about it. Inhale, exhale, repeat. But after 60, the way you breathe can quietly influence how your body heals, how your brain functions, and how calm or anxious you feel each day. This fifth habit may seem almost too simple to matter, just a few minutes of deep, intentional breathing, but it's one of the most powerful daily practices you can adopt to support your health from the inside out. And no, this isn't about complex yoga or long meditations. It's about reconnecting with something you've done your entire life only now. With awareness and care, let's look at what actually happens when you breathe deeply from your belly rather than shallowly from your chest. That kind of breathing activates what doctors call the parasympathetic nervous system. Think of it as your body's natural rest and repair mode. It lowers blood pressure, reduces stress hormones, slows your heart rate, and promotes healing across your body's major systems. Many older adults unknowingly stay stuck in low-level stress all day, worrying about health, family, or simply feeling isolated. This keeps cortisol levels elevated, inflammation high, and energy low. But by taking just 5 to 10 minutes a day to breathe with intention, you shift your internal setting from stress to calm. There's also compelling research showing that consistent deep breathing supports brain plasticity, the ability for your brain to form new connections, stay sharp, and adapt as you age. For seniors concerned about memory loss or mental fog, this is a breakthrough. Let me share the story of Bernard, 81, who had been struggling with poor sleep and forgetfulness. His daughter suggested a daily breathing technique: inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 7, exhale for 8. Skeptical at first, Bernard gave it a try each morning before breakfast. Within 2 weeks, he started falling asleep faster. A month later, he was remembering phone numbers again. 3 months in, his blood pressure dropped without any medication changes. Beyond the brain, deep breathing also benefits your digestive system. When you breathe deeply into your abdomen, the movement gently massages your internal organs. This supports digestion, detoxification, and better absorption of nutrients, all crucial as we age. And perhaps most meaningful of all, this practice reconnects you with your body. Many seniors describe feeling distant from themselves, like their body is something foreign or unreliable. But when you take time each day to simply feel the breath move in and out, you send yourself a quiet but powerful message: I still matter. My body still belongs to me. You don't need fancy equipment or a special setting. Sit in your favorite chair. Close your eyes. Let your exhale be longer than your inhale. That alone tells your nervous system you are safe. You can let go now. And in that small act of breathing with care, you begin to restore the calm, clarity, and vitality you deserve. Number 6, consistent sleep-wake schedule. Many older adults believe that tossing and turning at night is simply a part of aging. But what if one of the most powerful tools for maintaining long-term health, mental clarity, and even emotional stability was something as simple as going to bed and waking up at the same time every day? This habit might sound ordinary, but its effects on your overall wellness are anything but. Your body is guided by an internal timekeeper known as the circadian rhythm. It governs not only your sleep-wake cycle, but also how your brain functions, how efficiently your organs work, and even when your immune system is most active. However, as we age, this natural rhythm can get disrupted, especially if our sleep schedule becomes inconsistent due to naps, late-night television, or waking up at different times each day. When this internal rhythm is off balance, so are we. Memory becomes foggier, blood sugar may fluctuate, inflammation increases, and the body's ability to heal and restore itself during sleep gets compromised. But there's good news: creating a consistent routine, waking up and going to bed at the same time daily, can help reset this internal clock and bring the body back into alignment. Let me share the story of Louise, age 78. For years, she dealt with restless nights and felt groggy each morning. She tried warm milk, herbal teas, and even meditation apps. Nothing seemed to work until her grandson, a nursing student, suggested she try something basic: commit to a fixed bedtime and wake-up time every day. No matter how well she slept the night before, within 3 weeks, she noticed a shift. She no longer needed an alarm clock. Her energy returned, and her arthritis discomfort eased significantly. She said it was the first time in years she felt awake during the day. Why such a big change from such a small adjustment? When your sleep is consistent, your body begins to optimize its repair systems. Your brain activates its glymphatic system, clearing out waste proteins that have been linked to neurodegenerative diseases like Alzheimer's. Hormones like melatonin and cortisol, the ones that regulate sleep and stress, become more balanced, helping you feel alert in the morning and restful at night. Plus, consistent sleep has been shown to reduce the risk of heart disease, cognitive decline, and even depression. It also improves digestion, helps maintain healthy blood pressure, and supports stronger immunity. In essence, Steady sleep isn't just about feeling rested, it's about keeping every major system in your body working smoothly. If you're unsure where to start, begin by choosing a bedtime that allows for 7 to 8 hours of sleep and feels natural to your body's rhythm. Try to keep electronics away for at least an hour before bed. Dim the lights. Read a calming book or listen to soft music. These gentle rituals help train your body to wind down and prepare for rest. Over time, your brain will recognize these signals and begin to associate them with sleep. And as your body settles into a regular rhythm, you may find yourself feeling sharper, lighter, and more in control without medication, just with rhythm. If you're still watching and finding this series helpful, feel free to comment number 6 below. And if you haven't yet, hit subscribe and turn on the bell so you won't miss the next healthy habit. Your support means a lot. It helps us keep creating thoughtful content just for you. If you're still with us at this point, I want to acknowledge something important. You're not just watching a video, you're making a commitment to your well-being. That already puts you in a special group of people. You're not here for quick fixes or empty promises. You're here because you believe life after 60 is still full of potential. And you're willing to take small, meaningful steps toward that. Over the course of this journey, we've walked through 6 simple but powerful habits. None of them require expensive tools, fancy diets, or complicated programs. What they ask for is consistency, attention, and a quiet willingness to care for yourself in new ways. These habits, hydrating first thing in the morning, moving your body with intention, practicing stillness and breath, introducing healthy stress with cold water, calming your system with deep breathing, and protecting your internal clock with consistent sleep are not trends, they're tools. Tools to help you return to what your body was always meant to do: heal, adapt, and thrive. One of the most overlooked truths about aging is that we often give away our power too soon. We start to believe the story society tells us that getting older is all decline and discomfort, that it's too late to change, too late to grow. But that's just not true. In fact, some of the most powerful changes often come in the later chapters of life, because now you're not trying to prove anything to anyone. You're not chasing youth. You're choosing presence, clarity, and peace. I've seen it many times: older adults who made one small change and watched their world shift. Like the woman who began sleeping at the same time every night and finally woke up with energy, or the man who took a morning walk each day and started feeling alive again after years of stiffness. These aren't miracles. They're the natural rewards of listening to your body and choosing to care for it. You may wonder, can I really do this? And my answer is yes. You can. You don't need to master all 6 habits at once. Just begin with 1. Maybe it's setting a bedtime and sticking to it. Maybe it's breathing deeply for 5 minutes after your morning tea. Maybe it's simply drinking that glass of water before anything else. These are not grand gestures, they are acts of self-respect. And over time, they build strength, clarity, and resilience. Even if your journey hasn't been easy, even if your health has seen setbacks, your body is still listening, your mind is still capable of learning, and your heart still wants to feel strong, useful, and connected. Give yourself the chance to feel that again. We'd truly love to hear your voice. Please leave a comment below and share one thing that resonated with you. Which habit feels like the right place to start? Your words might encourage someone else to begin their own journey too. And if you haven't already, consider subscribing and tapping the bell. It helps us grow this community of wisdom seekers, people like you, who believe that aging can be a beautiful, empowered experience. Thank you for spending this time with us. We're honored to walk alongside you. Until next time, take care and keep choosing the life you deserve.